Hey, this is MassX with a brand new Radiant Frontier video, and we're going to talk about a new game that is in soft launch in Canada, and I believe it's Australia. You can find the APK out there. I can have some links in the description if you want to give it a shot. It's a bit of a tower defense, waifu type game. It's really a very, very soft launch. But let's dive in and take a look at it. Is it worth your time looking at it? Well, this is your main screen right here. Of course, as you would expect, the waifu on the front. Pretty self-explanatory. At the bottom is your main menu. You're going to have the lounge area where you're going to have your tuning chamber, where this is you do your interactions with your different characters. You can switch between the characters you have. As you can see, I have two different ones there. And then you've got private files, which we won't show because you never know how YouTube is going to be. They're not the worst by no means that I've seen in a lot of games, but you know what these types of games do. Then you can go ahead, you have your repair bay, which is how you can continue to build up your characters, and it'll tell you what you need to do, from raising it to level 20 to increasing intimacy, etc. Pretty straightforward stuff there. Then of course, like I said, you have your private files, which you can see some of them are opened right now, not all the way, but again, if you play the game, you can look at it yourself. And then getting out of that, we have our loadout, and this is going to be the bread and butter of a lot of the buildups for your account. You have Neurocore, which is the area to help with your combat power. It's really easy with a quick socket button or synthesizing these out to help increase them to see none of these are going to be any better. So I would just move on. You've got your equipment, same thing as you're used to in most games. You can, in the forge area, promote, reforge, equipment you don't need, etc. Really straightforward stuff in this game. You've got your combat profile, your skill upgrades, which you're going to be able to use. So you're going to be pushing those. So for instance, I'm trying to keep everything pretty much level right now. So next up would be pulse beam. I'd probably go ahead and push my drones. I really like the use of the drones in the gameplay, which we'll show off in a second. And you've got energy plant, which is going to continue to give you what you need, a type of stamina in the game. And then of course, back to command is your main screen, and then you have your specific areas for your, what they call them, are androids. So when you go in there, you can do different things. They have talents that you're going to be able to build up. Weapons, of course, same thing. And of course, different costumes. Now, one of the interesting things in this game so far is in the gacha system, you're rolling basically for the costumes, but the first time you pull a costume for a particular character, you get that character. And then after that, you will just get more copies of the costume, which will further level up your character. So that's kind of how it is set up in this game, and that's called the construct. So just putting it out there so you understand that. The rates are okay. You're guaranteed within 50. The first few were lowered for the game. Not bad at all, nothing crazy. Then the last screen is one that becomes very important to you, and right now I've only got two areas opened up, and that of course is your private moments, but that is specific to helping get specific items for your individual characters, so you really want to push that. And then you've got simulation trial, which is kind of like what you've seen in other games, kind of a maze dungeon mode. You pick, you're going to get some stuff you can pick something that's going to improve your team. You play out the gameplay, rinse and repeat. So pretty straightforward stuff. But then on your main screen, of course, you've got your main campaign area. And when you open that up, you can pick the character you want to put out there. You can switch it, etc., etc. And then you just hit start and your battle will begin. Now it's mostly auto. You do have to pick, though, the different skills, which ones you want to use. Like one of the things I stated earlier is I really like the use of the drones, especially when you can expand them to more than 1 or 2 at a time. You're going to notice that these are going to keep popping up. It's based on how many kills, and then it will pop up and let you fill out what you want to go with for your different skills and weapons. You'll also be able to manipulate the weapon that you have also, which is kind of nice. Let's see here. I'm not a big fan of the pulse beams, so I've been staying away from those lately when I play. And as you will go, you can see, I can see flame coating. I'm going to go ahead. I want to help increase my bullets since that's predominantly what's going out. To the right, you're going to see the little costume. You're going to be able to use that special effect once per battle. And at the bottom is your ultimate, which you can be able to reuse. So as this keeps pulling up, usually if you get a purple, you always pick the purple, and then I fill out based on my needs, so much between the green and blue, and then pretty much it tailors off to picking always the blue and picking always the purple. Occasionally when you get the elites, you'll get this, so you'll get 3 skills at once, which is really nice. And rinse and repeat, it's that straightforward. Yeah, so you're just taking out the mobs. Right now at the stages, it's not horribly difficult so far. I would have to assume the farther and farther you get, it's going to get pretty crazy, as you would expect in these types of games. But you know, it's been semi-enjoyable. I think they have some work to do on the game, quite honestly. I think they need another game mode or 2. I think they do need to speed up faster than 1.5 and ×2 in this game. Honestly, I think it needs to push at least a ×3, especially on earlier levels that aren't as difficult. But don't get me wrong, I've played other levels in this game, and it absolutely, I'm getting swarmed incredibly quickly. So you do have to push your character. I know a lot of people are going to talk about and say it's a Nikki ripoff. Well, it is kind of when you see it, this type of gameplay, but the game's nothing like it anywhere else at all, quite honestly. So I wouldn't say that. That was my first thought when I opened it up, but gameplay is absolutely completely different. So like right now, let's say I'll go ahead and use this special, and it goes to rapid fire when you do that. So let's go ahead and increase the fire bombs. So yeah, it's going to take out a lot more enemies, buy me some more time. Then after that, I'm going to use this because I can repeat using this, which is nice. So to help out and help give me some more space. And of course, that's what you're going for. So right now I'm at 39%. But as you can see, they will creep up on you. So it doesn't seem like they're going to be that quick. But yeah, they will creep up on you. So you have to pay attention and see, you know, what I found so far in this game is really trying to keep your skill levels as equal as possible, because they're rotating. So you want them all to be effective, and just putting one topping it out really strong doesn't necessarily help you in the long run. So that's why you see me trying to get that magnetic up higher, because it's only at level 3. It's the lowest of everything. We're going to go ahead and do this one more time to get that up there, and that will help clear the field a bit more. And yeah, that's the main gameplay for this game. I wish I'd be able to get a second drone by now. I think the drones would really help out a lot, but clearly that's it. Blast radiuses actually help a lot too, because you're able to take out more characters. But yeah, so I thought I would put it out there. Somebody might be interested in something like this, either because you like waifu games or because you like this type of game mechanic. So yeah, it's not bad, you know. I mean, just treat it as a free to play only for right now and see if you like it. Even then, it's been pretty generous so far. you know, they really care about what people think about it. I've probably already had 3 to 4 surveys already in the game. As you progress, they really want to know what you're thinking, what your suggestions are, what you would change, what you like. So that's actually a really nice thing. So if you want to get on that level to help out, it's not such a bad thing. It's not horribly over monetized, but again, they still have stuff in there which you would expect, especially if people want to grab a costume faster, yada yada yada. But in the end, it's a fair game if you like that type of gameplay or like waifu bait mobile games. So I'll have the links in the description. Give it a shot. With that, as always, please like and subscribe. It helps a lot. Have a great day.